Hi, it's Jeff Goldberg from jgsalespro.com and the Sales Pro Broadcast Network, here with another tip to help you increase your income in sales. Today's tip: it ain't over until it's over. And I have a warning for you. If you're a Game of Thrones fan and have not watched last night's episode, don't watch this video because there's going to be a spoiler. Anyways, my experience is that quite often the difference between success and failure in sales comes down to one tiny thing. It could be a moment, it could be a word, it could be a line in a contract, it could be something you say or do, a look you have on your face, but quite often it's the littlest thing that can make a difference. And I find that quite often salespeople give up too soon. Now, before I go on, I want you to know that I'm not one of those people that believe you should constantly be closing. ABC, always be closing. And that no simply means that you should keep asking forever and ever, because sometimes no really does mean no. And there's a great advantage in knowing the difference between a real no and the no that simply means I need a little bit more information. And if you talk to me some more and maybe ask me some more questions and tell me a few more things, some more features, some more benefits, I might be ready to go. So there's often quite a little bit of difference between success and failure. If you ever watch the Olympics, you know that the difference between a gold medal and a silver medal can often be measured in tenths and even hundredths of a second. So my coaching for today is you need to follow up, and you need to follow up regularly and be politely persistent when you're engaged in discussions with a prospect. The reason I can tell you that there might have been a spoiler here from Game of Thrones is because if you watched last night's episode, we got almost to the very end, and it didn't look like the Night King was going to die. And even after Arya came leaping through the air and jumped onto his back when he quickly turned around and grabbed her by the throat, it still looked like she was going to die until the very last second when she dropped her knife and pulled the move that she used on Brienne when they were sparring when she first got back to Winterfell. But it was that little bit that made the difference, those few seconds that changed almost certain disaster into victory for the good guys. It's the same thing in sales. Sometimes it's a few seconds, it's a few moments, it's a few days or even weeks when we just decided, you know what, this one's not worth it anymore and I'm not going to pursue. But if you just did a little more, you made one more call, you sent one more email, you dropped in one more time, it may be the exact thing that the prospect needs, the exact bit of information or the exact feeling of warmth and trust towards you. Whatever it is, it might be the thing that they need to help them push themselves over the edge and make the decision to do business with you. So, the coaching for today is follow up regularly, follow up persistently, follow up politely but persistently, and keep track of your follow-up. You should actually schedule out how often you're going to follow up with somebody after you give a proposal or after you've had a conversation. Schedule it out, make appointments with yourself on your calendar, and follow up at those times, while you're at the same time realizing that there does come a time when it is appropriate to say, you know what, this one's not going anywhere. It's time to let it rest. Let the prospect know that if they ever want to do business with you, they're welcome to get in touch, but you're going to be moving on to greener pastures, and then go look for something else. But if it's not that feeling that really things are done, you've done everything you can, you've said everything you can, you've given the customer, the prospect, all the information that they need, and nothing's going to happen, it is time to move on. But until that time, remember, it ain't over till it's over. I've had way more than one deal that I thought for sure was dead, which came to life at the last minute and actually resulted in a sale. And I've also had the reverse be true, and I'm sure you have the same. Keep following up, keep in touch with your prospects, be persistent, because it ain't over till it's over. If there's a particular topic you'd like me to see cover in a future video, please leave me a comment below or send me an email. My email is jeff@jgsalespro.com, or you can call me on my direct line at 516-608-4136. And as always, remember, make it happen. Go out and make sales happen.